starting out in Buffalo. It all comes down to this for Miami, and they'll have to get it done without their closer. No Fitzmagic to save the day in the rain. Everybody's on Tua time. Bills trying to hang on to the 2 seat in Buffalo. And in Inglewood, Cards and Rams can grab a postseason seat with a win. LA without Jared Goff and Cooper Kupp. Kyler Murray looking for his first win against the Rams as John Wolford throws his first NFL pass. And in prime time, Washington wins the NFC East if they can overcome Jalen Hurts and the Eagles. But who's playing QB? They cut Haskins. Alex Smith hurt, but expected to play. Eagles' postseason pipe dreams are done. But if Philly plays spoiler, the winner of the Giants-Cowboys gets the division title. New York has lost 3 straight, but Dallas has won 3 straight. Andy Dalton has the boys balling. Can they keep it going when it counts in the winter weather? It's time to get you ready. Sunday NFL Countdown from New York City starts right now.
We ready.
Time is here.
We ready.
Got ourselves in a playoff situation. Congratulations, buddy.
For ya.
Continue to throw, continue to complete. It's Diggs, touchdown, Buffalo.
You think Josh Allen's the MVP, Stephon?
100%. They're still alive for the playoffs. The Browns are at 10 wins for the first time since 2007.
Will not be playing this week. We're trying to get on to the next one. The ultimate goal is playing the second weekend in February.
No, I'll be playing.
I'm confident that he'll perform well for us.
Left side of the end zone, Gallup, he's got it.
You just got to get an opportunity to get in the playoffs.
Do what you got to do, yes. We got to win.
Everybody sit back, grab your popcorn.
Let's put on a show.
Great game.
Welcome to Sunday NFL Countdown, presented by Snickers.
We've got you covered at all the deciding matchups today. Our reporters are live at all the stadiums of the Win and You're In games with the very latest news on who's playing and how they're preparing for the big day. It's already been a wild Week 17, and we haven't even started yet. Welcome to Sunday NFL Countdown. He's been doing rain dance all morning. I'm Sam Ponder with Randy Moss, Rex Ryan, Teddy Bruschi, and Matt Hasselbeck. Can you guys even hear yourselves talk right now? The rain is coming down in New York City, and weather is going to be an issue throughout a lot of these games that we're talking about today. But let's get right to them, and for that, we go to our insiders, Chris Mortensen and Adam Schefter. What do we need to know this morning, guys?
Well, we're going to look at the quarterbacks, especially the teams involved in playoff games. And as Sal Palantonio reported earlier this morning on SportsCenter, Alex Smith, who is the surefire comeback player of the year, is ready for another comeback, this time from that strained calf muscle. Expected to play tonight against the Philadelphia Eagles with that NFC East title on the line. And then for the Arizona Cardinals, playing the Los Angeles Rams, Kyler Murray, you saw him on the ground at the end of the game last week, hurting with a lower leg injury. He will play, but how will his mobility be affected? And John Wolford, you've heard that name. He's starting for the Rams in place of Jared Goff today. Last time he played was 2019 for the Alliance of American Football League for the Arizona Hotshots. You know, at Wake Forest, he once beat Lamar Jackson, the Heisman Trophy winner, by throwing 460 yards and accounting for 6 touchdowns. He goes for the Rams against the Arizona Cardinals. Adam?
And Sam, just as COVID cases are spiking across the country, they're doing the same in the NFL. Take a look at some of the names of the players that wound up on the reserve COVID-19 list this past week. And despite the fact that some playoff teams want to play next Sunday to have an extra day to get players off that list, the NFL says player availability will not factor into wild card scheduling. And the NFL has given the all clear for all games today, which means that after Week 17, all 256 regular season games will have been played without a single cancellation this season, Sam.
It's just an incredible feat.
Adam,
go ahead, Mort.
Yeah, and as you guys know, there's a heightened anxiety as we enter the playoffs about what will happen with the COVID-19 outbreaks we are seeing around the league. Well, right now, the NFL Players Association is totally on board. No changes in the protocol, no team bubbles. So everybody's just going to have to really keep their distance, mask up, and follow the protocols, even though there certainly is anxiety as we go into the month of January and eventually the Super Bowl in February, Sam.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Mort. So far, so good. It really is an incredible feat what they've been able to do so far. Obviously hoping for the best, but there's a lot to talk about today. The guys just talked about it. Issues with quarterbacks. We've got COVID list issues. Also deciding who to rest and who not to rest in Week 17 without those extra buys. So, Teddy, what do you think is the biggest storyline today?
Well, I love seeing teams break through against all odds, and that's the Cleveland Browns, because it's been a long time, all right? Been a long time since they've been to playoffs in 2002, but still they got a chance. They blew it last week. Okay, Stefanski, you blew it. You threw it 53 times, but still, you got a little gift wrap present here. Half the Steelers aren't going to be playing, but you still got to go out there and take it and win and make it to the playoffs. Cleveland Browns, I'm looking forward to seeing them in the playoffs if they can get this win.
Yeah, that's a huge one. I'm looking at the NFC East. I mean, how exciting. I know we're talking about the teams, they don't have great records and all that, but if you're the Dallas Cowboys today, in a terrible weather game today against New York, you can go get the win, and then in a weird way, every Dallas Cowboy fan in the country is going to be rooting for the Philadelphia Eagles. Think about that. Cowboys fans rooting for the Eagles to beat Washington. If that happens, Dallas is back in. Just an incredible year for the NFC East so far.
Yeah, that's one way of putting it. But,
somebody got to get in.
Oh, yeah. But, guys, I think it's so important this year to get that bye, man. And when you look at the Green Bay Packers, who the heck is, you know, we talk about bad weather games. Who's going to want to go all the way up to Green Bay to play a rested Aaron Rodgers team? That's why today I think it's going to be such a critical game that, man, I think it's all in for Green Bay. And it's not going to be easy. Look, Chicago was playing extremely well as of late. So this is going to be a tough game here today. I'm looking forward to it.
Y'all talking about the weather here in New York. Let's go on up to Buffalo, New York a little bit, where the Miami Dolphins with Tua, they do not have their security blanket with Fitzmagic. And I want to know how Brian Flores will coach this team knowing that he doesn't have a security blanket in Fitzmagic. Last week, Tua was pulled. This week, coming from Hawaii, playing in Alabama. Now you have a job down there in Miami. This is the coldest game, I think, of this young man's career. It's a big day for the Miami Dolphins, and all eyes are on Tua in this cold weather with these nasty conditions.
Yeah, what did we say yesterday? It's kind of like that first time you drove in a car without your dad. Without your dad in the passenger seat, without Fitzpatrick there. Like, maybe turn the radio down, just make sure you're focused. Teddy, when you look at Tua in this game, let's get to our opening kicks and tell me, what does he have to do to win against the Bills?
You talk about, Moss, what Brian Flores is going to tell Tua before this game without Ryan Fitzpatrick being there. This is what I'm looking forward to. Flo is going to tell him, listen, you're going to have to meld them both, all right? You don't want to take every chance, but you're going to have to take some chances, and that's what I'm looking forward to seeing a Tua that's not conservative, that can let it go, to know that Fitz is not there, but you can take what he taught you and take those chances. Maybe the Gesicki down the field throws just like this. If they're covered, still, give them a chance. That's what going to the playoffs is all about. Tua, take them chances, win you a football game, get to the playoffs.
Man, Cleveland Brown fans, I know Christmas just passed, but I'm just going to keep my fingers crossed and just hoping that the Cleveland Browns can bounce back from last week. Coach Stefanski, 53 attempts by your quarterback, but all eyes for me is on the defense of the Cleveland Browns. Do y'all remember this game last year with Mason Rudolph and Myles Garrett?
Yes, sir.
Well, guess what? His counterpart, Olivier Vernon, been able to put the pressure on the Pittsburgh Steelers offense, and man, hey, Brownies.